Welcome, comrades. Welcome back to Realpolitiks with Turkey. I am Admiral Andre, and I am very happy to continue our adventures together. Since the last episode, I saw a comment. Someone was very dissatisfied with me surrendering the quest to retake the Middle East and the old Ottoman Empire. Well, it's not totally out of the picture, let's put it that way. If things go well here in Southeastern Europe, there is always the possibility that we can continue that quest further afield. So let's put that into the future, let's put it aside for now, because it is simply something that will be a very long-term project if it happens. So I think the best way to begin today is just to have a look at this US war. Now, this thing has been going on and on and on, and we still keep supporting it. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do here, or can we actually? Maybe we should try again and change up the sort of orders that we've given them last. So I think let's give up the ambush actions. Maybe we can still win it for the rebels. I don't think it will happen. They still have a disadvantage in basically everything, especially infantry. But we've reinforced them so much now, maybe it will make a difference. I'm going to say withdraw, and we assign something else. Now, they have 36 tank divisions and 44 aircraft divisions, so maybe it's still worthwhile trying to wipe them out. We're numerically superior, or at least our friends are numerically superior here. So let's try. Let's see what happens. If at least we get rid of some of their armor, then that's also a good thing. Then we have a message here about member generates no income, so we have to kick Russia out of the club. They've decided to go it on their own, so goodbye. I don't think it's really worth sabotaging their stock market. Maybe we can find someone better. We're busy with the atomic power and with the universal healthcare, and we can ignore all of these diplomatic issues. But there was an excellent comment saying we should try and patch up our relationship with France and Germany. So let's have a look at that. Now, Germany is not so bad actually. I think it would be more worthwhile to just focus on France for now, but then again, they're not that different. No, let's go for both. Improve relations and, okay, strategic province there, and improve relations. Russia, I guess we can also just try there. It doesn't cost that much, just to get the basics back up. I don't care about Iran though, that's another issue. Let's see, is there anyone who really hates us? Of course, I'm not going to worry about the US because we're in a sort of shadow war with them, a proxy war, I guess, in a way. But maybe China, let's try and improve our situation with them, and maybe Japan. There's nothing in it for us, but at least the more support we have, the less the chance, I hope, of us getting invaded again. That would be catastrophic. India, maybe we can take care of them as well. Okay, so that's our diplomatic efforts there. Now, we are still rebuilding from our heavy war losses, so I don't want us to get into another war immediately. So let's just continue from there. Task completed. The Mashriq political system could use some refitting, so we get a reward from that. Excellent. And we get a new one with the stock market. Increase score income from stock to at least 32. We lost against the US. Now, I'm not sure how to do this with the stock market. Increase score income from stock to at least 32. What is it now? Oh, 20. So how does that work exactly? I've never focused on this aspect of the stock market. It's difficult to say. Maybe there's research that needs to be done there. At any rate, I think we can at least begin planning our advance into Southeast Europe. Now, everyone that we have a claim on is in a block here, except for Albania. So that has to be the obvious target there. Now actually we don't need to fabricate a claim here, because we already have one. Should we go to war with them? I keep saying don't do it, and then I do it anyway. Now obviously, okay, let's first of all just focus on getting our forces back up to full strength, which is not much at the moment because we're still suffering from that penalty. But it's something, so we can get a few more. I think infantry has to be the one. We have too much aircraft units there. Hopefully that will be enough. Now let's have a look at them. What do they have? Oh, they've got almost nothing. And we do have a bordering province with them, so it should be fine to invade them without transports. So they have 7, 2 and 1. And we have 10, 5 and 4. It's a cakewalk. Let's go to war, comrades, before they decide to join someone's bloc. Bring their relations down. And also just stop for a moment. Let's try in the US again. Try securing the front. Why not? Oh, me and the wars. I just can't get over it. Lost again. Lost again. You see, it's a total stalemate. Supply lines capture. Maybe that will help. Just to the point where they make a settlement. I don't think I have any control over that, but give them a better chance at least. France. Okay, they're all going to come through now. Germany, Russia, failure with China, not so important. Good with Japan, India. So a lot of people like us more now. But Albania, of course, does not. And it has reason not to like us. So let's invade, comrades. Why not? Just get it over with. We can't wait forever to rebuild this empire. So secure the front. I can't believe we're already in another war again. But that's the fun thing, I guess. We have to look at it in a positive light. We won. Let's actually... Okay, we are paused while we look at this. Destroy the... Actually get the air supremacy first. Then we can destroy one of their tanks. They only have 1 division. Then that will give us a complete, overwhelming victory in everything we do. So... Do we even have that? There, airstrike. Get rid of their 1 division. That's the key. It's very tough with a big power like the US. It's just a running war there. Got it. So let's get rid of their aircraft. Clear the skies. That will render them entirely powerless. This empire will still rise, comrades. We just need to break up these blocks here. This is really going to hamper us, I think. Especially Greece, because we want to get rid of it, but we don't also want to get into a war with the US again. That's absolutely out of the question. So, what else? South Korea. We have to get rid of this block. Let's try sabotaging it. Let's focus on this again first before we get to the US again. So, spy operation. I want to decrease relations in your block, and it costs a lot of money, but okay. Just hope for this, for the success of that. Don't want to waste money there if I can avoid it, but we have to do this. The sooner the better. They're completely hopeless. Capture their roads. This was actually a good thing, I think. It will give us warmonger a little bit. It won't be enough for the UN to intervene, but at least we get it out of the way. Capture the roads. Okay, just hold on. I don't want to leave the rebels without anything here. Let's try another armor destruction there. Maybe it helps somewhat. Take the airfields. This is... I wish how every battle went, but of course then it wouldn't be any fun. Just look at that. They're ripe for the picking, comrades. That's the thing. We have to be strategic, or I should say I should be more strategic, because I just jump into wars without planning. Couldn't form more rebel units. That's okay. I don't know what to do with this. Nothing works here. We didn't even get rid of one of their armor units. Try an air supremacy. It will probably not work, but let's try it. Then I'll go back to ambush again. At least it keeps the US occupied. We lost already again. I think that was probably a record there. Good grief. Supply lines, try it. Just try anything. We're walking over them. Haha, take the garrisons, take the supply lines. They have more infantry than we do, but we don't get a penalty from having insufficient numbers. But we need to rebalance our forces a bit. Lost again. I think that was probably them losing their, or I don't know, winning their thing, but then we should have seen a difference in the score. Oh well. The Albanian front is much more important. And that's another one. Let's do the final offensive. It's actually all that there is left. Go on, do something in the US. They're hopeless. They're absolutely hopeless. Decrease was a complete success. Good. So maybe Bulgaria will leave South Korea now. Hopefully anyway. But we should probably keep sabotaging them. I'm not sure. That will probably not be enough. But there should be a small chance of them leaving. So maybe it will work. Airstrike lost again. I think they're trying to take our armor away. Yes. Still superior, but there's no change happening. It's like World War I in the trenches again. Go on, we should probably train some more infantry, I think. But our max capacity has gone up nicely, so hopefully we're not getting the penalty from that peace anymore. But we should still. Okay, it's over. Just pause there. Let's have a look. No white peace. We want their land because we have a rightful claim on it. So acquire province. There's only one province to acquire. So do it. What will this give us? 35 warmonger. That's not enough to push us over the edge. So I'm happy with that. That gives us 35. And what's the UN resolution again? Anti-warmonger above 45, so we're perfectly safe there. And by the time of the next war, this will have gone back down again. So, very good. Now, of course, there's still the issue of the separatism issue that we can never permanently settle because of the old version of the game that I'm using. But that's okay. We're getting a great deal of money at the moment, so we can think of it as a rebuilding sort of expense, you know. It's almost like a Marshall Plan. We're trying to rebuild the various places that we've taken over and trying to sort of integrate our infrastructure and all of that. So it's an ongoing expense, but that's part of managing an empire. So it's not a, you know, completely an issue that's going to hamstring us in this campaign. So yes, US, what are you doing? Are you doing anything? We want the red bar to go full, not the green one. Oh, Jupiter is extremely rich in various resources. Unfortunately, severe radiation stands in the way of its colonization. What's happening today? I can't speak. Hope is not yet lost, however. As with current technology, we should be able to protect ourselves out from the worst effects. Before that can happen, though, control of all of its moons is necessary. So, another bidding issue, or is this just telling us we should wipe the others out? Just pause. Let's have a look at Jupiter. So who is controlling what here? Yes, this we got as well with the South African campaign, but we never pursued that fully. Now we control Europa, I think, yes. Then Germany controls Ganymede and India controls Callisto, I don't think it's really worth fighting over those moons. Honestly, I'm not sure even what the reward would be of that. We've got bigger things to do at the moment, so not going to happen. And we lost again, or our friends lost. So I'm not sure what to do here because I can't negotiate on their behalf. Very strange. I guess we'll just have to keep putting them into ambush action. Couldn't form more units. Let's not pour more money into their operations. So, comrades, what's next now? What do we have to do? Let's just have a look again at our military. We need a lot more infantry units. We need to be ready for anything. So I'm going to put 30 on the queue, and the rest will be, I think, armor. So if we just now focus on Southeast Europe and eventually on the rest of the old Ottoman Empire, then we're not going to need transports anymore. So that's a policy now that I'm making. I should have made that our policy from the beginning, but I got greedy, so that sort of backfired there. But now, with that said, I think once the current research is done, instead of going the arms industry route and having to do all of this, just look at all of the things we're going to have to research. There's not enough decades to do that. Instead, let's double down on the arms imports. Yes, we can't get transports unless, of course, we had access to the latest version of the game, which is not compatible with a save, unfortunately. Then we could, of course, still get transports with the imports, but not in this case, which we don't need now. That's the policy. Because if we roll back now and cancel all of these things that we have already, we're going to lose attack modifiers on everything. There's no infantry here, but at least on the armor and on the air force. And then we have to start all over again. The recruitment cost will go down though. Oh, is it worth it? Attack modifier +1. There's plus air versus aircraft. It's so expensive though. What does it take here? 700 and 400. 700, 700, it's much cheaper. Of course, there's other research that still has to be done as well. I think it might just be better to import. Let's do that. That's going to be the policy, I think. We'll use American tanks if they'll sell their tanks to us, or Chinese tanks, or Russian tanks, or whoever is willing to sell. In defense against imperialism, totalitarian and authoritarian countries will cooperate economically. That's not good for us, I guess. We're not either of those anymore. Just stop. Why is the US in the intervention thing still? Still over Mexico? I'm not sure. Just don't worry, I'm not going to get tempted by that again. Just trying to see what's happening here. So anyway, what's happening with the war losses? It's going down by 5, but this will take years and years and years to go down. Oh well. Let's just continue. Mashriq is still fighting its rebellion here. I'm not sure who to support in that conflict. Let's pay our rebuilding tax in Latakia and on the Greek islands. You see, it's not too expensive. We can keep doing this. It's a way of sort of putting our money to work instead of just piling it up. Don't care about this. It's not ever working. We can never get anywhere. Unless I just tell them not to do anything and automatically be defeated every time. But what's the purpose of that? Now we still need friends, comrades. We still need friends. Central Asian Union. So there is a new country forming, and we saw it happen before our eyes. Would they be a worthy friend to us? I wonder. We do need some friends in this world. But then we might get drawn into their conflicts with China or Russia. Not sure. Italy, are you in anyone's block? Would you possibly be interested in some sort of collaboration? Don't care now. Come on, I was looking at something very hopeful here. 58% chance. Good grief, comrades. Italy is in our block. Okay, that's good. That was just something I saw. They're not in a block. Let's try inviting them, and guess what happened? Now, France is not going to accept 0, of course. But anyone else along the Mediterranean, maybe, that we're not interested in taking over? No, let's leave it with Italy for now. What about Romania? Not sure. Of course, we don't have a claim on them. No. And I'd have to have a look at this, actually, at the old maps of the Ottoman Empire. I'm not sure how far it extended. Was Serbia part of it? I'm not sure, actually. I don't think so. Oh well, then maybe we could ally with Romania. Not sure. But not so important right now. We have another friend. Let's improve relations and invest in them. Why not? That's what got me thinking about allying someone, this whole issue of our money piling up, because we could invest it as well in an ally. We need a new stock market member, but we cannot take Italy. Do we have them already? I guess they have their own one. Russia again? Why are they not in one anymore? I guess someone sabotaged it. I've not been keeping up with the news there. Japan? Oh, Japan is the new best thing. Can I? We just took Russia again. Oh well. Let's just improve everyone here in the stock market, get everything running again as it should. Saudi Arabia is obviously going to hate us eventually, but for now we can get money from them. India, Italy is there already. Good. Let's see if our investment pays off. Voting is happening and interventionism is dropping, which is good. The personal control is going up very slightly, probably because of the war now, war in other provinces and all of that sort of thing. Militarism is dropping significantly. No, it's going up by 2. Good grief, I still can't remember how to read that, but I found my way at the end. What's happening in the UN now? Next member selected and we're one of them. When did that happen? This must have happened without me realizing it, because I'm not sure, were we in this before? Well, comrades, we're in the Security Council now. Let's see if we can get some kind of voting happening here. We could also now try attack approval if we needed it. Vaccination, sustainable development, self-determination. No. Sanctions against authoritarian. No, we'll worry about that sort of thing another time. It's... oh, failure in Italy. Oh well. What's their relationship with us now? Should be 100. Yep, they love us. We must have someone who loves us, comrades, don't you agree? Let's just get the research done. 876544321 and pause. Done with that. So let's have a look. Projects. So for the... we can never improve our infantry like this, but we can't do it there either. Better tank supply. What do we need? False target generators and advanced optics. Let's have a look. Where would that be? I should just click on it. False target generators down here, so we have to go through the nanotechnology, but that's a good thing anyway. It gives us more score, so let's do that. Let's devote one of our research slots to military all the time and another one to whatever other tasks we might want to take care of. I think that's a good compromise. Germany, Egypt, might as well ignore all of these things. Let's just see, is there any diplomatic offer? There's something. We want to introduce higher tariffs. Hope you don't mind. Of course I do mind, because I won't let our stock market be hampered by 20% because of some distant country. And that's it, it seems. Oh well. Fast forward. Almost done with the universal health care. These rebels, they're hopeless, but so are the American forces. Failure. Okay, that's the last time I'm doing that. I'm not going to reinforce them ever again. It's not helping anymore. 2 weeks. And there's gas prices skyrocketing. Gasoline has never been so expensive as it is now. People are very concerned about this situation. Should we intervene? Release national reserves to stimulate prices. Interventionism will go up. I wonder, is this a permanent thing? Limit distribution, that's to interventionism, or prices will finally settle at some point. That's 6% unhappiness and 10% or a tenth of 1% GDP growth going down. But we can afford that the most. I don't want more interventionism. That's something I've learned now, at least in this campaign, to stay away from, so we can accept the unhappiness. It will eventually go away. Healthcare for everyone, it's free and everyone is happy. Now, what's our next task? Let's just wait for that to come in. And then we can see if it's something we need to research. Second, and the gap is still 1,000. Ah, well. Come on, where's the next task? I'm waiting here. Okay, pause. Expand your block. Have 2 members in it. That's another issue. Olympic Games, of course we'll do that. But first, projects. Now, actually, while we're on it, what's the other thing we need for this tank upgrade? Advanced optics. It's right next door. Infantry support tactics. They need lasers. Let's try the lasers first, comrades. Let's diversify. This will help us, of course. Hey, whoa, stop. Bulgaria is not in a block. We have to invade. I'm sorry, comrades, we have to do it. We've disappeared from the warmonger list. Of course, we would still have a little, but it's too small to register here now. So, this is an opportunity that comes once, comrades. We have to do it. The chance is very big that they'll seek another block because they know we're a threat because we have claims on their territory. But, of course, we could just sabotage that again. But still, if we can take care of it now, then let's do it. But still, I must remind myself to take it easy, do not attract too much attention globally. Italy will of course help us, so they are completely messed up. Start this battle and assign the secure front, of course, is always the first step. They have almost nothing again. This is our time, comrades. We're making our comeback, finally. Actually, it's not been that long. Almost immediately after we had all those defeats, we jumped back again, which is good. Separatism, just stop here. Capture roads. Where's the separatism now? Where do we need to pay reconstruction costs again? Whoa, stop. Take airfields. Yes. Airstrike. One again. They have no aircraft, so now we have to steamroll over them. I'll take both of their provinces if I can get away with it. This is what you call a blitzkrieg here. Olympics. Actually, you know, all of those wars, I wonder, I'm not sure how it is with the new version of the game, with the new expansion as well, but for losing so many wars so quickly, it didn't really hurt us in the long run. I mean, economically we're doing fantastically here, and militarily we're already on a roll again. So the only thing is we're a democracy, but we still have claims here, so that doesn't pose a problem. So yes, by the time we're ready, possibly, hopefully, to take the rest of the empire back, we will be authoritarian again. But we also have to think about getting more claims on places, because the fact still is we don't have claims on the rest of the empire. So I'll have to do that province per province per province. That is why I think it might be impractical. But at least we'll get some of the old empire back, comrades. That's something, right? It's better than nothing. And of course we still need to get back the rest of Turkey itself. Downed plane. One of our passenger airplanes was shot down last night. Oh, maybe this is an opportunity. After entering foreign airspace, they're claiming it was a terrible mistake. Nevertheless, we must respond. Now, Lebanon is one of our potential targets. We don't want any trouble. Nah. Respond aggressively. We get score, we get militarism, and we lose relations with them, which is fine. Actually, pause. They're in the block already. Maybe we should plot against that. Where do we have claims here? Nowhere. Oh man, this is gonna take ages. There's 100 provinces that we'll have to take back. And people generally like us. Can we start maybe with Israel? First, well, we can't even fabricate a claim here. I know I'm speaking like Crusader Kings 2 here. But because they're not a bordering province, so we have to go through Lebanon. So first, let's try and break up Saudi's bloc. Do it. Let's see if we can repeat our successes here. And then final battle is happening. Olympics. If we do get the Olympics, it'll be like our return to the world stage as a power to be reckoned with again. Warmonger! There's a warmonger in this world. People live in fear and despair, and of course it's the evildoer that's Iran. So we completely understand that. And the war is over. Let's see if we can take what's rightfully ours. Doesn't look like we could only take Varna. Oh, that's a pity. Oh well, I'll take it. Confirm that. Liberation, demilitarization, political victory. No, I want everything. But it's not gonna happen. It's not even an option. So, Varna it is. Do it. We'll take the next one when we attack them again once the peace expires. But that's now our northern expansion there, I think. It's time for more tax again. And even more. So it's just one of those things I'll have to maintain the whole time. Now, what else do we need here? Of course, I don't want Bulgaria to go back into a bloc, but if they do, it's not the worst. Now, whose bloc is Macedonia in? Oh, it's actually part of East Yugoslavia, which is part of Russia's bloc. Actually, let's try and also break up the US bloc. I want the rest of Greece. And they are preoccupied anyway. It's costing a heck of a lot here, but we can afford it. And just stop, it's time for more research. So we want false target generators. An electronic device that generates a return signal on an enemy radar frequency to give erroneous position information. So always a good thing. Hopefully it will be ready in time for the next war. But now what do we do here? Well, okay, we are trying to do that. So let's try and get a claim, so to speak, a core on their province, on their country, and hope that it works out. So even if we can't recreate the whole empire, at least the core of it, that'll be something, you know, for the next century. But I'm not going to go beyond 2100. I think that will be a good point to end it off. Let's just hope we can get back to number 1. But we're starting to close the gap a little. Let's see if we can dishonor Germany somehow. Our agent's decrease in bloc was complete success. Excellent. So maybe Lebanon will be on its own soon. We don't have action points for any of that, so never mind. Never mind. Now, do we still have a treaty with Iran? No, we don't. Time goes by so quick in this game, so we can attack them again. Let me just have a look here, you know. What's the state of their forces? So they have 9, 4 and 3. 10, 5 and 4. 14, 9 and 8. 12, 7 and 6. Our armor is too weak. I'm gonna do the research on that first. The Air Force is 12, 14 and 14. We are 10, 12 and 12. So we have a ways to go. I think if we have 2 of them we can pull it off. But not just infantry. That's why we lost so badly against them. No, we have to wait. So let's continue. It's now 2070, so 30 years remain. And this running war in the US is gonna last the whole 30 years, I'm sure. Water conflict in Brazil. What do we do about this? Comrades, leave me some suggestions about this whole US thing, because it's gonna plague us the whole time. Obviously, I would like the rebels from the central states to win, but I don't know, unless there's something I could do like breaking the morale of the US forces, which we don't have the action points for now, or do we? We do. Do it. Let's see if it works. Also pay for the Olympics. Maybe we can still do that. Scraping the sky. Let's go to the skies. What greater prestige could we bring to our country than creating the tallest skyscraper in the world? We'll finally be able to look at everyone from above. Of course we're going to do that. Unemployment growth will fall. Action points we can afford right now. Money per month for 1,200 days we can easily afford. So 100 score, of course. Let's go higher. Let's go higher. Let's go higher. And I think, comrades, let's just see. Decreased relation in the US bloc was also successful. So our spies are much better now than they were in past times. So hopefully Greece will also leave the US soon. But I think that will do for this episode. We might just finish the lasers and do the next one there. And just get our house in order for the next episode. Our warmonger level is already dropping. This is how we play the world, comrades. Done. So, let's get into the next one. What was the thing that we were looking for? Infantry support, I think. Although we'd actually need Air Force more if we're going up against Iran. So for that better aircraft we need stealth, of course, so we are going to invest in. So, well, that's only a short time. Let's fast forward 1 month to the end of this month. And stop. That should be it. Stealth. Activate. Developing technologies and techniques that can make units and missiles less visible or even completely invisible. So that's it, comrades. See you next time, and with the one last payment to the Olympics, I will wish you well. Let's see if we can turn this thing around here. It seems like we're doing quite well now again. Of course, there's still a lot of war losses, but over time that will disappear. Have a fantastic day, comrades.